Hey guys, in this video we're going to do a tutorial on LMMS, also known as Linux MultiMedia Studio. This is a free program that allows you to create awesome drum beats and synth sounds. We'll start from scratch with this program and walk you through how to make your own drum beats and riffs. Before we move on, here's a simple beat that we created in today's tutorial. Before we get started with creating a beat in LMMS, let's take a moment to orient ourselves so we know where everything is. When you first open LMMS, there will be 4 windows in the center to work with. The main window with all our tracks and instruments is the song editor. We use that to choose which instruments and beats are playing in which time. To the right is the beat and bassline editor. We'll use that to program our drums. On the bottom is the effects mixer, which we can use to apply different effects to our tracks. Finally, we have the controller rack, which is used to make adjustments to different controls in a wave-like pattern. The first thing I do with LMMS on a new project is set the tempo that we'll be working with. For this song, I'll keep it at 140 beats per minute. To change it, click the tempo indicator on the top and drag it up or down to change the tempo. Now we'll start off by making our drum loop. We'll see by default we have the beat already created in the song editor, so double-clicking on the track will bring up the beat editor. From here, I like to start with my bottom end and add the kick drum. Open the sidebar menu and go to My Samples, the third one down from the top. From there, I went to Drums and selected Bass Drum 3. To choose your drum sound, just click on it and it will play the sample on its own. Click and drag that onto the beat editor. Now we can start to add kick drum beats. To add them, click on the grid. Press the play button at the top of the beat editor to hear what the whole loop sounds like. I added the kick drum sound to notes 1, 9, 12, 14, 16, 17, and 25. Here's what that sounded like as a loop. From there, I created my snare sound. I used the sound snare muffled 1. I also kept the original kicker sound to add a little bit of bottom end to the snare hits. I also went to the kicker presets in the side menu and added snare long. I added all 3 beats on notes 5 and 21, and then just the snare long kicker on note 27. Here's what that gave us combined with the kick drum. Finally, I added a hi-hat sound. This is the hi-hat close preset for the triple oscillator. Follow along on screen for this, since the hi-hat beat gets a little more complicated. Altogether, this is the beat that I've created. I also added a little bit of panning to some of the tracks and adjusted their volumes. Those controls can be found within the beat editor for each of the samples or the instruments you're using. Now that we've created a good drum loop, we'll move on to working with the synths. There are a few ways to work with synths in LMMS. First, you can create the synth from scratch using one of the various instruments in the side panel. Second, you can add a synth directly onto the song editor. Adding a synth onto the song editor allows it to be applied relative to the entire song instead of a loop, but it doesn't automatically loop wherever you create it. This is the way to do things if you're creating a single riff or beat for a section of the song, or if the music you're working with changes a lot and having a beat won't work properly. Third, you can actually add the synth preset or instrument directly to the beat editor and create a riff that will keep repeating in the song editor after. Now we'll create our main riff with that loop. First, we'll create a new bass line. Then click on the track and it will bring up the bassline editor. Now we find our synth that we're going to use and drag it onto the bassline editor, just like we did before with the drum samples. Since we'll want to use different pitches, we need to bring up the piano roll view. Double-clicking the grid where we used to add drum beats will do this. By default, clicking a note will make it instantaneous and it just fades out. For this particular synth, this works really well. It gives a quick attack at the beginning and rapidly falls off into a reverb sound, allowing the next note to be heard without interference. If you're working with a different note duration, you can change it at the top, but by default it's set to last note. The first note I'm adding is E4, then I go up to the B, down to B flat, to G, and finally G flat. As far as the grid looks, each note happens every 2 grid lines and they're all evenly spaced, so the last note rings out longer. Before we move on to the next riff we're going to add, I want to copy everything from this one. Use the select tool at the piano roll menu and highlight all the notes from the riff we just created, then press Ctrl+C to copy them. Next we're going to add a second synth sound that will be looped, but we'll create this under a new bass line since they don't necessarily have the same length depending on your song, and we want to be able to loop them independently. So let's create a new bass line and we'll add Bell as our preset, which is found under the Mysterious Bank 4. Once again, let's open the piano roll. Here's the reason we copied our previous riff that we created from the piano roll. Press Ctrl+V to paste it on the piano roll, then press Ctrl plus the down arrow twice to move it down 2 octaves, then press Ctrl plus the right arrow to move it over 2 measures. Now we'll use this as a template to add our notes. First I'll add E2 as a half note, then go down to B flat 1 for a quarter note and back up to B1 as another quarter note. Then I'll go down to G1 for a half note and finish on E1 for the half note. That will give us more of a bass line that will play in the background with our riff. From here, we need to make sure we delete the template notes we added so they don't play and length of the loop we created. To remove notes from the piano roll, just right click on them. We can also add an instrument directly to the song editor. We can create a background loop like we've already done and mix it up every few measures by throwing in a few extra sounds. For example, we'll add a mega string synth and a synth guitar. Both these presets are found under Zin Add Sub Effects instrument. Mega string synth is found under the Mysterious Bank 1 and synth guitar is found under the Mysterious Bank 3. I'll add these as separate tracks to our song editor. The mega string instrument will play notes D4 and G4 for the 5th measure, and the synth guitar will play C2 for the 7th measure. That's all both these instruments will do for our short song we're creating. After that I added a sample called Breathe 01 for the 13th to 15th measures playing A4. Now at this point we've got all our different parts of our song created. Obviously you can make yours more complicated and longer, but for the purpose of this tutorial we'll keep it fairly simple. Beyond using presets and samples, there is some customization available for all the instruments in LMMS. Actually working with the individual controls for all the instruments is well beyond what we can cover in this video, but we'll at least cover how to access these controls so you can experiment with them and see how they affect your sound. From within the song editor or beat editor, click once on the name of the instrument. From here you'll get a bunch of options specific to the sound of that instrument that can be adjusted to tweak it however you like. For example, we can go to our main riff that we created and twist the port knob for some interesting results. There's also a few options for filters and EQ settings here that can be changed. After we've created all our tracks, we'll need to mix them and apply any effects we want. One thing to note as we're doing this, each track has a green and red button next to its name. If the green button is lit up, that track will play, otherwise it's muted. Pressing the red button on an individual track puts it in solo mode so you can only hear that track. The simplest options to mix an LMMS are the volume and pan controls. For each virtual instrument and sample, whether it be in the song editor or the beat/bassline editor, you'll have volume and pan controls for that track. This is the first thing that should be adjusted to create a good balance between all the different sounds. Since LMMS works with a lot of synthesizers, most of the tonal properties of that sound should be adjusted using the instrument settings themselves instead of effects applied to a track. If we want to apply effects, first we need to open the effects mixer from the top menu or by pressing F9 on the keyboard. Once this window is opened, add a new effects channel. This will create effects channel 1. Now open the editor window for any of the instruments or samples you want to apply to that effect by clicking on the instrument in the song editor or the beat/bassline editor. Once the instrument or sample editor is up, you see an indicator at the top that says FX0, which means this instrument is being sent to the master channel. All the instruments are sent here by default. To change it, click the number and drag it up or down to the channel you want it to be on. Keep in mind this will only work if you've already created the effects channel in the mixer and effects window. Now that we've got the instrument applied to an effects channel, we want to open the mixer window again. For example, we can add a delay to one of our tracks if we want. This really opens up a lot of possibilities to easily modify the sound of an instrument without having to dive too deep into its complex and specific controls. The last editing tool I want to talk about for LMMS is its automation track. This can be applied to a lot of different controls in the song, anywhere from a master volume fader to an individual knob on an instrument control. For this example, we'll apply automated panning to one of the extra synth sounds we created to make it go from left to right really quickly. First, create a new automation track. Then hold down Control and click and drag the knob or fader of the option we want to automate onto the block and time on the song editor for the time we want to automate it at. For our case, we're holding down Control and clicking and dragging the pan knob for the synth guitar track onto the grid at the time we'll automate it. This creates a new automated clip that we can double click and edit. By default, it's set to rectangle mode, which will immediately make the change without any slope or transitions. Then just click and drag up and down to pan left and right. We'll do this a few times, then close the editor. So that's a simple example of automation. Now let's play it back. Once our project is finished, we just go to the File menu and select Export. Tell LMMS where you want to save the file and what the name should be. Then I like to make sure it's saved as a WAV file at the highest bitrate possible. Once it's exported, we'll be left with a file on the computer of the track that we just created. Overall, I think LMMS is a great program for creating beats and integrating a lot of virtual instruments together. Though it isn't my first choice for audio production since I need a program that can record separate audio tracks, it's great for people who are looking to create music completely virtually using samples and virtual instruments. Thanks for watching this tutorial on LMMS. If you found it helpful, don't forget to like the video and subscribe to the channel. I'll also post links to our social media accounts in the video description below so you can keep up to date on all our new content we release.